of Parcheesi, and I hear Kathy's door open down the hall, and she hollers out, "Robin, Liz, come here." And we pad down the hall, and Kathy says, "You want me to give you a makeover?" She swings her door open wide, an invitation. Liz and I, we sit on the end of Kathy's neatly made bed, and I run my hand over her bedspread with the tiny pink flowers. I smell the air that has been closed up tightly in that room for days. It is heavy and love's baby soft scented.
Hi, I'm Larno Cross, and this is a second installment of Inoculative Expressions on the Go. And I'm here at the Boca Raton Public Library, and my special guest is a talented storyteller named Robin Schulte. So, Robin, first starting off, you were a teacher, and then you became a storyteller. So, how was that transition?
Well, I learned about storytelling in the classroom. I had a parent who was really involved in the movement, and she came in and worked with my speech kids and introduced us to storytelling. So once I knew about it, I was hooked. So the transition was really easy. I became involved with the local guild because of her, and then continued to stay involved, and I developed a repertoire and made a career out of it.
Yeah, because I saw some videos on YouTube actually of you doing some things with the Orlando Story Club up there.
Yes. That's a fairly recent thing. The Orlando Story Club's been around about 3 years, and they meet. I think they meet quarterly now, but it's a slam, so it's a competition, and they have a theme, and I try to participate as often as I can. If I have a story, I love to get up and share it. So.
Do you remember your first storytelling performance? Were you nervous or were you just completely fine?
Oh my gosh, no, very nervous. Still nervous. I don't think the nerves ever go away. That's probably what, propels you to do your best work. So yes, I do remember my first performance. It was actually at a guild meeting, and I told one little folk tale, and it about made me crazy. So.
So for anybody that wants to get into storytelling, what advice would you give them?
Hook up with your local guild. If you just Google storytelling in your area, if there isn't a guild, there are probably events that happen, and go to them and talk to the people who are doing it and find out, learn as much as you can. I think once you start to do that, you'll be thinking of stories and you'll want to get up. And the best way to perfect it is to do it. So.
And one last question.
Sure.
Is there a certain type of ritual that gets you into the mode of doing your stories?
Well, I do run them before I perform, and I say them out loud because there's nothing replaces the sound of the words coming out of your mouth. So I keep scripts for all of them. So even though I read them, I have to say them out loud. So for example, coming down here today, I had a 3-hour drive, and I ran my stories out loud in the car. That's kind of the ritual. That kind of gets me back into the place. There's certain language that I really love that I've crafted carefully, and I don't want to mess that up. So I will saying that out loud kind of just reinforces that in my mind and gets me ready.
So what's the website where people can follow more of your storytelling or where they can find some of your performances?
I have a storytelling website called robinschulte.com. I don't have any performance videos up on that website, but if you just Google my name, there's some YouTube videos available. And you can also find out more about storytelling in general from the statewide Storytelling Guild, FL, as in Florida, flstory.com.
All right. And thank you so much, Robin Schulte, for being on the show.
Thank you.
And please share this video. Just go on to Facebook. Please like us. And, other social media sites, Instagram and Twitter. And this is Larno Cross saying until next time, you've just been inoculated.
Now my freshman year, hate to mark time with the crushes that I had, but my freshman year I had a crush on a boy named Rick Watson. I first noticed him when some friends and I went into Wendy's where he worked. He was at the register. And when he took my order, he smiled at me. And then he reached under the counter and he brought up a plastic smiley face pendant necklace on a nylon cord, and he gave it to me. And I had not even ordered a kid's meal. and that was it. I was completely smitten. That was it. I said to myself, how is it that I have never noticed this boy at school before? The way his cheeks flushed red. The way the sleeve of his Wendy's polo hugged that bicep. But now I was aware. He leaned on the register and he said, so, are you going on the class trip to Oceans of Fun? Now, I would have said at this point that I was going to the moon if he had asked me. And my friends and I, we giggled our way home that night. And for the next 2 weeks, all we could talk about was that trip to Oceans of Fun.